now, the starting lineup. Starting at shooting guard, standing 6'5", number 4, Aaron Aflalo. At power forward, at 7'3", number 6, Kristaps Porzingis. Starting in center, standing 7'2", number 12, Dwight Howard. And at forward at 6'8" from Syracuse, number 7, Carmelo Anthony. At the other guard position, at 6'3", number 1, Derrick Rose. The head coach of your home team. Ladies and gentlemen, your New York Knicks.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA Basketball. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Welcome to New York home court advantage for the Knicks.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
And so off the tip, it's New York. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Curry in at the point.
And there was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to his former self. At times last season, you could see him back in that MVP form.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Rose. Here's Porzingis. Anthony kicks to Howard. Anthony dishes to Howard. Just 5 to shoot. 17-foot shot on the way. Misses off the right iron. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Steve Kerr had a few moments to share with me. He said that their defensive focus, no surprise, will be trying to keep Derrick Rose out of the lane. He added, you know he's come a long way as an outside shooter, but he's a pick-your-poison type of player. We can't let him get into the paint. Makes sense, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris. Here's Curry over Anthony. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Rose passes to Carmelo. Here's Porzingis. New York, no good that time either.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Curry against the Flalo. Nobody near Barnes. Misses the 3. The Knicks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. This one for 3. Anthony kicks to a Flalo. Good.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D because that clearly was a breakdown.
Warriors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Bogut with a screen on Rose. Off the screen. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game. I mean, the Knicks were bad last year, and it became evident early on. As the season grew older, more and more of their national coverage games were being pulled. A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Here's Golden State now. Outside Curry. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. For the Knicks, losing a lot of nationally televised games, too. It seemed like every time they were on, they were losing. It might have been a blessing in disguise.
Well, I hope they look at it in a positive vein. It did give them a chance to focus on player development there in New York. Also allowed them to shut down Melo for the season.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Green, out to Thompson. Three-pointer. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
And it's Rose penetrating, and Thompson sends it back.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Curry dishes to Barnes. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. A nice bounce back here for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
No good on the second free throw.
Yeah, I tell you what, Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test. And with his size, he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches. And then also he can play some small ball power forward at times as well with the way they like to space the floor.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And Howard, here we go. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Big time finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim, too, just for good measure.
Yeah, but guys, nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating every now and then. And you talk about Harrison Barnes overall. He had a nice uptick in his rebounding last year, and that was a goal of his. He wanted to get his activity level up. And oftentimes the difference between being good and great is just making those small incremental improvements in different facets of your game.
Green, and that's good for 2.
Assist goes to Harrison Barnes.
1:51 left in the first quarter. The 3 from Anthony. And Curry pulls it down.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks. And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this. I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
Feeds to Thompson. Unloads from 13. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. And here are the Warriors now. 7-point differential. Here's the screen to the paint, off the pick. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Now here's Rose. Here's Howard. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Follow against Thompson. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Thompson's got 7. To the inside. And there's Howard. That's good on the assist by Anthony.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control a team's transition. And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
Now here's Howard. He has 7.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Curry can't get it to go.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Here's Rose. Fires from deep. Oh, he hits it. How about that shot?
Big time. Big time.
Incredible.
What a three at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
Couldn't agree more. That'll give him a nice little lift, I think, going into the next quarter.
And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort struck.
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line, if I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look, I think Coach will allow me to take that shot. And it's tough to guard, especially when you see a couple go in. That basket gets a lot bigger.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
Porzingis is out there with Anthony. Then there's Aflalo. Then there's Howard. And it's Rose in at the point. That's the 5 for New York right now. First free throw is good.
And right before Carmelo went down with the injury last season, it seemed like he had added the fadeaway to his game, molded a little bit after Dirk Nowitzki.
Carmelo's reasoning was that he had been burned enough by Dirk's fadeaway, he had to adapt.
Yeah, that's a great fadeaway to borrow from for sure. I mean, Melo already has a mid-range game, terrific mid-range game, and this shot makes that even deadlier.
And the wide open shot from Green. And the Warriors get it back.
High quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him S-H-H-E, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Now Aflalo kicks to Rose. 4 on the shot clock. And Thompson sends it back. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And again, no good by Golden State.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Stolen by Thompson. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And guys, last season, Klay Thompson made his first All-Star trip overall. Clark, his game took a huge leap forward.
Hey, I agree with you, Kevin. And a big reason for that, I think, was his spot on Team USA. Playing the way he did and with that group really lifted his confidence.
Excellent point. Warriors leading by 6. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And Thompson last season set the record for most points ever in a quarter with 37. Made all 13 shots and 2 free throws and finished the game with 52 points.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Iguodala kicks to Spates. There's the pick. At the top of the key, Thompson. Green, the screen. It's Thompson off the drive. That's good. Thompson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And Thompson making all 9 of his three-pointers in that game. I mean, that was also a record. The most three-pointers in a quarter. I think that performance sealed his place among the All-Star reserves.
Pass to Green. Now the pass to Thompson. Green with a screen for Thompson. No good with the triple.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Livingston passes to Spates. Thompson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That is good. Thompson's got 14 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Rose, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Fires from deep. And the basket good. He's got 8.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
You can point to any number of things, Clark. The Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finished with the league best 28 road wins.
And it's sent back by Spates. And they'll keep possession. They grab their own miss. Howard. And at last, they get one to fall. Howard's got 9.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
And Green gets it to go.
The D cannot forget about him like that. He'll light you up. Big time.
Rose dishes to Carmelo. Screen by Howard. Anthony kicks to Rose. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. 11 points for Derrick Rose.
They're absolutely stroking it from outside. I mean, textbook perfect. Good balance, nice high release, splash.
Livingston passes to Green. Soft touch off the glass. Green's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Rose dishes to Anthony. Kicks to Howard. Passes to Rose. The shot, no good. Good D by Thompson.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Picked him clean.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
And the shot is good. Thompson's got 16.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Livingston kicks to Thompson. Cans it from downtown. And now a 9-point Warrior lead.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Rose. It'll count. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
That 3 cut the deficit going into halftime. They're not going away.
And the first half is now in the books. Warriors lead by 6. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, with Derrick Rose. Derrick, how does it feel to get back out there on the basketball floor here for the new season ahead?
It feels good, man, especially playing with my teammates. We have new teammates. We're just trying to come out here and just play hard and compete.
Great to have you back, Derrick. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it. Klay Thompson putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He ended up with 19 points, 2 block shots, and 1 steal. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, they didn't let this hostile...
That wraps it up for halftime as the game is just about to get going again in the third quarter. We will see you later.
Ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
That slasher mentality was on display in that first half. He got to the rim consistently.
Boy, I tell you what, he's got that great first step, and he must have had some quickness porridge or something because he looks a little faster today than normal.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. The Splash Brothers are the guards. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Barnes in at the 3.
And guys, Dwight Howard's an interesting guy. One of the most physically imposing players in our league. And yet he's known for his lighthearted, almost playful nature.
Curry kicks to Green. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
That's not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
And although not a block officially, it might as well have been his ability to react and alter the shot.
Greg, I don't think there was any doubt about it. His defense threw him off on that shot.
And that one's good. And for Howard, his parents raised him to keep a smile on his face and stay upbeat and remain positive. He's done all those things and still competed in the rough and tumble world of pro basketball.
Yeah, and yet some of his peers and contemporaries have gone at him. Durant, for instance, Kobe Bryant called him soft. Byron Scott questioned his desire. Guys go about their work in different manners.
And he gets it to go. And that's now 10 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Dwight Howard with some slick passing on that one. You know, for Carmelo last season, it was Murphy's Law. What could go wrong did go wrong. After signing Melo to a max deal, the Knicks management expected a bunch from it, but with the new offense and a bad knee, it didn't happen.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Curry passes to Bogut. The 3 from Barnes. It's rebounded by New York.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
And again, no good by Golden State. And getting back to Carmelo last year, that team really became devoid of talent. In some games, Greg, in games that he played, he seemed like their only scoring option.
You know, we talk about needing a big 3 to compete for a championship. And for over half the season last year, Knicks basically had a big half. I mean, because Carmelo missed that half. And when the deck is stacked against you like that, sometimes it's better to fold your cards and live to play another day. And that's really what Carmelo did.
From deep, Green. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Howard's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Rose. The shot is off. Good D by Thompson. Warriors leading by 5. Here's Barnes, and it's blocked. Here's Howard. Here's Rose, and it's blocked by Curry. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for the Warriors.
Festus Ezeli.
Curry against Rose. Thompson outside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And that's now 25 points for Klay Thompson. Looking to get it going. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Derrick Rose.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Green with a screen on a follow. Thompson is doubled and stolen by Howard. And it's Anthony at the elbow. Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense. But their defense, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season. And some nights, the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
Knicks trail by 5. Rose kicks to Anthony. They get it back.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
They double team Curry. The drive by Green. Good chance here for Barnes. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one.
Got a piece of it. Green dishes to Thompson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
Well, Greg, for Thompson, last season an uptick in his free throw attempts and his assists, and Clark, a reflection of his activity with the ball in his hand.
He's a complete player, terrific offensive player, outstanding defensively as well. And what I like about him is he never lacks for confidence. He stays aggressive at both ends of the floor.
Rose can't hit.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
And it's sent back by Howard. And they're able to recover.
Just a fantastic game for Green. He has 12 points, and he's blocked a shot today as well.
And he's clearly showing off his smarts in a few ways today. That block just being one of them. Just a savvy basketball player.
And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though. And I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Golden State. Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson. Rose, no good.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break. I tell you what, I'd settle for having as many points in this game as he has rebounds.
Yeah, I'd echo that. I mean, we're witnessing something special here today, Greg.
Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Green. Here's Curry. He's got 10. Azili inside, poked away. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court, and the dunk by Rose.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Now Barbosa, and there's the foul. It's on Aaron Aflalo. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Warriors have gone 5 of 9 at the line. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Rose. No good on that last second attempt there. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Warriors ahead. They're up by 2. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. New York trailing. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Aflalo. Anthony is out there with Porzingis. And it's Rose. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Shot clock at 6. Rose attacking. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And the road back into this game wasn't a short one, but they've managed to make it all the way back and tie this thing up.
And, Greg, I've got to admit to you, I mean, I did not think they were going to get all the way back. I thought they were done. But they've shown some serious resilience and character to battle this far back.
Barbosa passes to Curry. Afflalo outside. Barbosa against Rose. Buries it from three-point range. Rose has got 23. And, guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Knicks?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high percentage looks. And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Derrick Rose has certainly piled up the awards for such a young player, starting with Rookie of the Year, the 111 first place votes to only 5 for the runner-up. We know about his MVP, and that just shines out so brightly for him.
And how about he and Michael Jordan, the only MVPs in Chicago Bulls history?
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Steve Kerr was saying to the team. He talked about their problems at the free throw line, but tried not to make too big a deal out of it. He said, listen, if we keep getting to the line, the ball will start going through the net. The important thing is keep getting there. Maybe that'll take a little pressure off him, guys.
You know, looking back to Rose's MVP award, his stats were on another planet that year. He was only the third player to record 2,000 points and 600 assists in a single season since 1973. The other two, LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Barnes kicks to Thompson, and the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Yeah, he looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
Yeah, he climbed all over him. I mean, there's a picture of that one in the officiating manual. So, clear, easy call.
Up top, Curry. Back to Thompson, and stolen by Howard.
And great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy two if the defense wasn't there.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And, guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
Thompson with the bucket.
You know, in talking about D. Rose, I don't think the individual awards mean much to him. He's about trying to help his team win championships. And that's the kind of mindset he has to continue to display.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
This one for three. Here's Porzingis out to Anthony. Buries the long-range jumper. Anthony's got 21.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Shoots it up. Rose can't get that one to fall.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
To the left wing. That's a 2 from Barnes. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 8th assist in the game.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Here's Rose. Green with the block. Here's Thompson. No good. Some solid defense from Rose. For New York, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. And Thompson throws it down.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Golden State moving it around. Bogut gets the bucket.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
Shot's good.
And he's caught fire from long range here in the second half.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're ahead by 2. 1:07 left to play here in the fourth. Thompson outside. Back to Curry. He kicks to Bogut. Can't get it to go. And New York will come the other way. 56 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Porzingis. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
And the second of 2 is good. That narrows the gap to 1. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. Money!
Boy, what a pressure bucket that was.
Greg, now that's coming through in the clutch.
And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and gameplay. And here's Rose outside. Warriors with the rebound.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Curry against Rose. Outside Curry. Clock at 6. Green the screen. Curry dishes to Thompson. Green with a screen for Thompson. And another 3 for Golden State.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
New York calls timeout. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, you like the fight all the way to the end, but let's face it, guys, this one's over.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I really think you shouldn't be allowed to call timeouts if late in the ball game if there's no chance for it to do any good on the scoreboard.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Klay Thompson. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game. Let's go to Kenny. What'd you think about his performance?